안녕하세요, 여러분. Hallyu reviews입니다.
Hey y'all, I'm Shamra and I'm with my girl Sabrina.
I swear you forget my name half the time.
I just like to pause for
Sabrina. Okay.
for dramatic effect. Like
Gotcha.
I am Shamra. Like Star Wars.
We're American Idol. And the winner is me.
We are Hallyu reviews to Americans versus the webs up in the Korean wave as it reaches across the globe. We have a love of all Korean music. We are finishing up it was a trilogy, but I guess now it's a quadrilogy or saga. It's just a saga.
Trilogy.
Quadrilogy.
We were
It's a saga.
We were told it was a trilogy,
It-
and then after we posted, which we screwed it up from the beginning because we started with number 2 unknowingly, and then had to go back to number 1, and then we ended with 3, or thought we ended with 3, with them on the train, lost in
Yes,
time,
Lost in
right?
Time.
Essentially, and we were like, "Oh, what happened?" And a viewer was like, "Just kidding. There is a conclusion. It is a VCR, which if you are unfamiliar with the VCR, we are not talking about a video cassette recorder. We are talking about the movies, I guess you could call them, little short films that are played during concerts. And it allows the members of the group, or even solo artists, whatever, to go backstage, cool off, change clothes, get their hair, makeup touched up, whatever. And it usually is adding something to the theme of the tour or whatever. Well, this is played exclusively at Monsta's concerts, and it is apparently the conclusion of the Find You, Drama Rama, The Destroyer saga. So we're super excited. Apparently, a savvy mom bebe was able to record this off the DVD and post it. So
Thank you. And it is on the channel of
Right, thank you.
Shonyu Bebe.
yes, thank you so much, Saranheyo.
Please don't block us.
Hopefully, we don't get blocked. We appreciate it. And if you have more
We need to know if they get
Monsta
off the train.
content, let us know. Yes. Are they stuck in
Do
time?
they get off the train,
We
y'all?
need to know. So
We need to know.
let's find out.
Here we go. So there they are. They're
But
all
there are
on the
other
train.
people on the train with them. Before they were
There
by
are
themselves.
other people on the train.
The one that's in charge of the watch.
What's with the alarm? The close and the zero.
I love how you can hear the fans. That's awesome.
Aww.
누군가의 형이었고 동생이었고 친구였다.
각자가 또 우리 모두가 하나의
주환.
얽혀버린 운명의 실타래 속에 갇혀있다.
This is when he gets in the accident.
Oh no.
그리고 지금
How good they did show it.
엉켜버린
Okay.
운명
watch.
속에서
And watch.
다시 만날 수 없는 너.
Okay, so it's obviously going through different series of like different scenes of the whole set. Oh my gosh, was it all a big dream? No, because this part happened too.
Yeah. It's one of the styles I think Joan practices.
There's the math. Oh, it did show the accident.
My heart again. Oh, I hate that.
He's doing the math and the coffee. Aww. As this tells us how he knows how to find him on the train, because that was
깨닫지 못.
okay. So that was one of our questions: is how did they know which train to go to locate them, right? To locate him.
Right, and it seemed to be a train like caught in some sort of like vortex,
Time
sort
loop,
of like
vortex,
time,
yeah.
because remember he didn't like open the door and go in. He like jumped through the wall, and then they all found him, but it was not.
And we were
really
wondering, like,
explained
how did they know which train? And so
Right.
maybe this explains which train.
It was the bat.
서로를
Clearly.
잊어버린 채 끝없이 헤매고 또 헤맸다.
I keep showing different types of watches. That's interesting. Or clocks.
There's a helipad. That's a recurring theme too.
Or at least location. There's the
There's the
time
watch,
watch.
the time watch.
Is not allowed. Do not take any watches or slaves down.
우리는 이 운명에서 벗어날 수 있을까? 우리는
다시 만날 수 있을까?
Really sad.
Woo! Yes. Sorry. I got a thing for Wonho, y'all. Whew. Wonho. Sorry. Thank you. I'm still working on my Korean pronunciation.
나는
Let me get it straight.
누군가의 형이었고 동생이었고 친구였다.
He left the watch.
때로는 고독하기도 했지만
Alright, we saw this
그
part.
길의 끝에
Yep.
네가 있었기에 행복할 수 있었다.
Because you worked in the pack.
시간이 가는 거대한 소용돌이.
And everything
그
goes round
안에서
and round. Making
끝없이
it
続고 돌아
calm time.
모든 것이 처음이 되었을 때
It goes back.
언젠가 우리는 다시 이어진다.
They are in the helipad.
That's what it looks like. Someday we'll be connected again.
얼굴도 성격도 모두 다르지만 너희가 어디에 있어도
Wasn't their first single Hero on the helipad?
That's what I'm saying. It's a helipad.
Where they had their first single.
지금 여기 함께 있는 것처럼.
Final thoughts. I don't know that that answered any questions. I feel like I have more questions now after watching it than I did when I first started that one.
Hey,
Like,
we openly admit we have a lot of questions, not necessarily a lot of answers.
why? Why did they die? Like, are they ghosts? Are they spirits? Like, what is going on?
So I don't think they died.
Why?
A viewer said that our suspicions were correct as far as the original member who is the son of the parents who die and who gets the watch. The watch originally belonged to his father, and so he got it. He tries to go back into time to change their death, and he is unable to. So then because someone always has to die, which is why his member Juhani keeps going through that accident. So then he decides to use.
So because he tries to go back and change his parents' death, Juhani has an accident.
Yeah, they said
Basically,
someone had to die,
essentially.
which is one of the
Okay.
things that we
And
literally
that's one
said
of the
watching
things
that
we
video.
said
Yeah.
was that if you change something in time, someone always has to take its place.
I mean, that's a theory. I don't
It
know
is a theory.
if there's science behind it, but that's that's
It's the
what
butterfly
a lot of
effect.
people, that's what a lot of people think.
True.
Then he decides to use the watch to help all his friends, which that didn't come across to me in this video. But I guess the idea is that he's trying to help all of them, and that ultimately they end up like together where it all began, which I'm pretty sure Mon Bebe's let me know. I think Hero was their debut single, and we talk about this helipad all the
We do
time.
talk
We
about a
see it
helipad.
in different MVs of different groups. It's a very common South Korean like MV shooting location, we think. And I have always tied it back to Hero. I always say it's just like the Monsta X Hero video. So I loved, and obviously Mon Bebes are going to know that, and I could be completely wrong, but I think that is the location of their debut single. So, and it keeps talking about like
Well, and it's because
timing a
it comes
whirlpool
back
coming
to
back
full
around.
circle. So
I have some questions about the logic behind it, but I like the poeticness of it. I love that eventually, because that idea of fate, but even the red string of fate is a linear
but you didn't
string.
see a red string at all.
No,
There was
but
no red.
but
There was no red string.
in
So
the
I feel like
voiceover, they say fate. It is
No,
our
but I
fate
feel
being
like-
together.
it would have made more sense if I'd seen like a red string kind of.
But also, if you think about like the face of a clock, it's round. So, and
That's
it goes
true.
it goes 1 to 12, 1 to 12, 1 to it always comes back. So it might be
that's
that
what it's
full
referring
circle.
to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. It still doesn't answer questions about how they ended up on the train
Did
together.
they get off the train? Like they
It seems, yes, I think that they're concluding that in the end they met up again where it all began. So they were able to
did they
break
get off the
through.
train?
They were able to break through that like loop in time by returning to. Don't ask me how, but they.
How did
ended
they
up
get
back
off
on
the train? Where? How did the people get on the train? I mean,
Yes, because when we saw the end of Destroyer, there were no people on the train. It was just them. Yet this began with other people on the
too
train.
much science fiction for me. I'm sorry. I love the music. I love the. There's too much science fiction. I don't get it. I don't get it.
We may be looking too deeply into it at this
Maybe.
point. I don't know.
I get the concept of like what comes around goes around, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's not even the right concept. Like,
I think it was more of that idea of like we're fated to be together, and so we are. We end up where our fate is bringing us, which is together. Because his parents had to die, like someone had to die,
Yeah.
and because he was trying to change that. Although to be fair, we never see him save his parents. Because so the idea would be if he saves his parents, then someone else has to die. But if his parents die, then no one else would have to die. So there's a hole in that argument too. Yeah. It was awesome. Like you said, the music is what
music was
matters, and the music is
amazing.
always
the
amazing.
music was phenomenal. I am not a science person. I'm a math person, and I don't get it.
So if you
I
guys
do
know
love
more,
the
fill us in.
concept, though, of like being tied together and coming back together and having that.
Being someone's older brother, being someone's younger
Yes,
brother, being
that-
someone's friend. That was really
Yeah,
sweet.
that was really sweet. The whole like the voiceover of the video was just amazing. Had I not seen like the car accident and the watch and the train and all of that, if I'd have just seen this, that would have been perfect.
That's
Because
true.
then I probably wouldn't have had those questions about like, well, did they get off the train?
right.
Well,
right.
how did they get back to the helipad? Like, what is going on? Like, where? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I think that's fair. Out of the entire saga, my favorite moment and sentiment kind of comes back at the end where they're all like they're fated to be together is that moment in Find You when we suspected that he might be maybe trying to take his own life or whatever after his parents have passed away and he's alone and all of the friends, all the members show up at his house for a
with, like,
sleepover and they don't let him be alone and they're there for him and that is my favorite moment that that message
And
through
they
this
stay
entire
with
saga.
him.
And they stay with him.
And I think
You
that's
see
the
him
whole
laughing.
message. I think that's
Yeah.
the main thing is like, yep.
So that was awesome. Well done, Monsta X. I really liked that. I feel like we need that more and more.
We do. We do.
So, what did you guys think? Did you enjoy this saga, even though we're confused as much as we did? And if there's more from Monsta you want us to check out, let us know. We are preparing for our Monsta X Day in honor. I had this all written down, but with Jew Honey's album coming out, and then there's another soloist coming out, and then it's
The subunit is supposed to be
yeah,
coming
the
out. Yep.
subunit. I believe it. So Jew Honey just came out with his, and then someone's is soon, and then I believe the subunit is in July. So we were talking about just picking one day to
Just like
celebrate
mid-June
Monsta X.
to celebrate Monsta X.
Or maybe when the subunit comes out, like
Okay,
since that's a
like
new
July.
thing for them, maybe I think that's like July 23rd or something. I don't know. So let us know what your favorite Monsta X videos, performances, dance
I know which one
practices.
mine is.
But I like the really upbeat stuff. Like
I've
Hero.
sent you a couple.
That's right. We've already started preparing, but we want to know what you guys
do.
think. So make sure that you put in the comment section down below, and
Let's
that
see if you can guess mine. Can you guess which one's my favorite? You're not allowed to play.
Anyway, make sure that you like and subscribe so you're seeing all of the content coming out, including Monsta X videos from us. And if you like drama,
Which obviously you do, maybe a little bit. Make sure you check out our Hallyu Reviews website where we tell you which dramas to watch, must watch, or completely skip.
even the confusing ones we stick with. So that, I mean, that's evidence that
We do skip with them. We do.
you guys are fully inside.
We do stick with them, but we may mark them as a skip
We're gonna save you the trauma.
of a bad drama.
So,
Until next time, y'all.
annyeong.